And let's start one by one with the three, four criteria. Today we talk about the first day where we have been went through the market sentiments and we have come up with the victory today. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about pitch deck. We'll talk about the ECN forecast for 2 years. We'll talk about the competitor analysis, and we'll talk about the Moscow summit. Okay, so let's start with the first topic, which was which
Recording
is
in progress.
important for us, which is like we would like to share in front of everybody that what exactly we have been experiencing before and what we are experiencing today. Let me just pull up the information. All right, and also let me get nomics with 1 week bar chart. So, everybody, very good evening. I'm sorry, yes. Ready? Keep pen and paper ready, and please let's go through the 2 years down the line of our activities, our action, and price forecast in all of the three different cases: your bear market, base market, and bull market. That where will we stand in all these three cases as per the ECN future in terms of financial forecast. And it's very hard to make these things. We tried to deliver all of these things together. We're going to share with you. So everybody here, all good? Ready with the pen, paper, and all the information that you need to promote in your team and also make yourself more understanding about the system. Okay. Few things I would like to say before I start is that everyone must know that the withdrawal is like Sunday 00 hours UTC time. That is the time for the cutoff for withdrawal. If you want to place withdrawal, you can place every day, but the last time for the withdrawal is Sunday 00 hours UTC time. That's like Sunday midnight, like 12 a.m. in the night, 0000. That is basically your UTC. So every country has their own times regarding the withdrawal. Depending upon your country time. So you have to check, you have to write down UTC as per your time zone. So you can say, let's say if you belong to, let's say Latin America, let's say Colombia, you can tap down, type Colombia time with UTC. So you can see what is UTC and you can see your time and you can understand that this is my time for my countries, my deadline for with placing the withdrawals. I'll give some examples. Let's say for India, it's India is 5:30, UTC 00, which means by Monday morning 5:30 a.m. Because UTC 00, then you add 5 hours 30 minutes, and you see that Monday morning 5:30 a.m. is your last cutoff. After that, more withdrawals they get processed on the next week. The other second part, let's say Nigeria. Nigeria is like 1:30 as per their, I believe, 1:30 is their time zone. So UTC 00 means that by Sunday midnight 1:30, you have a time for the withdrawal. So please understand every country has their own time zone and you have to convert UTC 00 and you will get your time zone and you can work accordingly. So this is the important information. Your daily cutoff time is UTC 7 a.m. Write down. Daily cutoff time is UTC 7 a.m. and withdrawal cutoff time is UTC 00 hours on Sunday. These two informations has to be provided to everybody you know in your team in order to make less confusion in the market. Okay, these 2 points. Now let's move ahead and let's see that the changes that we brought like 4 days back, and usually you expect a result of anything which you try to do after couple of days, couple of period, but I mean it's very impressive, and it's very amazed to believe that the like 3 days, like first, second, third, fourth, today is fifth, in last 5 days, I would like to take you to the multiple statistics which will make you understand that the result is instant and it is in a very big direction. So first of all, let's just make some comparison. If I open this table, and if you can see this table, let me refresh it also. Right. So here you can see that, and if you just pull over the old database, everything, you can check that every Monday we had a fall off, like I have shared with you in last 3 to 4 Zooms continuously, that every Monday we used to experience a fall of 40%, then 50%, then 60%, then 70%. As per the last 4 weeks, we had the fall of like 70% was the last week fall in the prices. We given the withdrawal at $0.86, and the price went to $0.37, which is approximately 70% of loss in price in just one day on Monday. If we just compare that with today, so this is basically from the day that 30th June, the day we started making the implementation in the system, and you can see that in just last 5 days you are like 5 times high in terms of prices, approximately 4 to 5 times. Not only this, please stop raising your hand because it comes on my screen, and it's stop raising. Uh, if you, I know I don't see my screen because I see notification in my screen when you raise your hands. Hello. Yeah, I'll let you know. So this is more important, and if you just talk about like the first Monday, which came after like 4 weeks after implementing the things, today we started with 1.56. I believe that's the price when the payout was executed. $1.56, $1.56. And if we talk about right now, we are like 1.71. So if we compare the last 48 hours, like last 24 hours of growth, we can see that in spite of the withdrawal today, where we were experiencing the, here is showing 1.61, it will take some time to come to 1.71. And you can see it's like already with 1.61, you can see 7% of green, which is a 7% of growth on the day where we used to feel the maximum drop. All the time it has become a trend in the past that we have been experiencing it, and all of you know it very well that every Monday you have seen the price go down 60-70%, and you have seen like people been panicking, the market has been panicking because people were unable to take out the exact amount that they were into taking out. So what's more important for us here to understand is that we are when you make some decisions and you wait for the outcome, so I believe it's enough outcome. It's like more than expected. Like I was talking yesterday also, that tomorrow we will see the sentiments of the market, and my friend, this is a sentiment of the market that on Monday you are in green, you are in like 7% growth, which is like just opposite of what was happening from last 4 weeks. So I would like to give you a lot of congratulations, and I would like to give you a lot of thanks from the bottom of my heart regarding this sentiment change in the market. The market from the bearish sentiment has gone into the bullish sentiment. People have realized because it's not individual. It's like it's because the whole community is involved. So, and it's not an individual sentiment; it is a community sentiment that they have realized it very well. That three things they have realized. The first thing they have realized is that the decision is in the growth of the community, and you have seen the results today. The second thing that they have realized is that when EPT will not be able to activate, you cannot do master wallet transaction, which may take place from tomorrow, I believe, or latest like day after tomorrow. The validations are going on, rest everything is done. Your EPT transactions will stop. You will have only one way of converting your EPTs to ECN, and the many people who have taken out ECN today have not sold it because they know that after 2 days they will be needing those ECN in terms of activating the accounts. And if in next 2 days the price goes up, the people are already in 6% of the profit today only. With the current situation, it can go less, it can go more. It can go to $1.5, it can go to $2 also. So every single percent growing in the price of ECN is every single percentage going in price of your EPT. So suppose you have withdrawal $1,000 of EPT, so you're basically 6% right now benefited on that $1,000. And if like it grows well, all these percentage which is like growing, this is a percentage of growth in your wallet, and it's additional income for you. If you had $1,000, that's like one EPT, $1, and you sell it for $1 in the market, it's like no growth, it's stable token, right? With this, you have already got 6% extra money in your pocket apart from your EPTs, which was not available with the EPTs, which is now available with the ECN. And if any growth in ECN is going to make your wallet multiplied with that growth, because suppose you want to activate someone's account for $1,000, you can transfer $1,000 of ECN to his TronLink Pro wallet, and he can put from TronLink Pro wallet to eOracle, and he can activate the account. And this $1,000, if you even see 10% growth, you made $100 extra, which was unable to make with the EPT. So this point number 2 must be very clear to you, that the more you hold, the more price goes up, and the more price going up is basically your profit is going up in your wallet. Nobody has the authority of it's a decentralized wallet. The ECN you have in your wallet is your personal asset. Any single growth in ECN is a growth in your wallet, extra growth, because in your master wallet, the EPT, they don't grow. They have the same number. So please understand and make your team understand that if you have 1,000 balance in master wallet, it will remain $1,000 only. However, if you have $1,000 worth of ECN in your wallet, even today after taking the payout, you are right now at the 6% of growth. Right? So I mean, it's the point number 2 must be acknowledged and addressed, that by the time you are using the ECN for the activations and holdings, and the price goes up, every single percentage is going in your wallet. That's really very amazing. That's really very important, and that's what we were saying, that you will make a lot more than your compensation thing. Your SMB was in dollar, straight in dollar. Now that SMB you can get in ECN, and it can go multiply multiple times. And the way the market has shown the sentiments today, which was like even at the plus point, after 2 days when the activations will start taking places, you guys will be needing a lot of ECNs to activate the packages for your downlines. You know it very well, right? That's gonna bring your price, and there is no doubt touching $10 with such market sentiments that we have been watching from last 3 days, and today it has been outperformed amazingly. This result was not expected, but I believe, like I said, 2 things has been very clear, that EPT transfer is not going to happen. So people are going to need the ECN to activate the accounts. So they are keeping the ECN in their wallet instead of selling it, because they know that in their wallet, if they are keeping the ECN, their wallet is growing. with the percentage, which is additional money that they are getting apart from their payout. The other thing that they have realized is that with the whole community sentiments, it's a very bullish and it is going in a very big directions. Uh, Okay. Point number three is I would also like to, instead of just telling you, so I have given you one graph. You have seen the sentiments of the market, which has been like U-turn, if you say a proper 360-degree turn in the market sentiment, because it's much clear the reason of blocking EPT to EPT and starting ECN to ECN is now clear to you. All right, can you raise your hand if you understood the reason behind stopping EPT to EPT and starting ECN to ECN, and your EPT is growing today? That's the result. If you made 1,000 EPT withdrawal, $1,000 is now $1,060 because you have 6% of growth. So you are in profit by the decision of stopping EPT to EPT and starting ECN to ECN, whether the ECN has not started yet. So the movie has not started with just under the development of getting the ECN acceptance started. Your today's payout is in positive, in more, you have more payout than you're supposed to get the payout in your master wallet. So I believe you understand this part very well. This is more important. Let me also show you one thing very simple way of looking at what exactly happened in 7 days. You can see it yourself. So I am just opening the nomics and let me go back to chart. Let me check a 1 week chart. You can see your last 1 week chart, like we started from 0.40 every day, next day 0.55, next day 0.97, next day 1.03, next day 1.43, next day 1.57, and right now 1.63. So this is like every day you have done like 30, 40%, 50% of growth in terms of price. And let me show you the market sentiments in 7 days. So if you select this bar, it gives you the results for the day, okay? If you select the bar, you can see this was your last week payout day. Every day the bear market was big than the bull market, and you can see this chunk of big red block which shows the volume of sales over the buying. This was your performance and is something which is very transparent and real. This was you on 29th of June in terms of your performance last Monday. And then 30th June, you have more buying, no selling. So basically you have got like this, because you know they see how many volume of buying and how much volume of buying and how much volume of sales, and then they represent this chart, right? So here after neutralizing the buying and selling on this day, this was the extra selling apart from the buying. For the next like 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the last 4 days, the buying market is a lot more bigger than the sell market. This is why you can see only green, no red after neutralizing the sales with the buy. This is a result. This is a volume of extra buying with the green color. Today, it just started like 5 hours ago. If we talk about the UTC time, it's 5 hours, 30 minutes, and you can see it's a very small red chunk here. If you compare this red chunk with the old 29th June of chunk, you can see it's like 10 times smaller in terms of the volume and size. And as soon as, I believe the 24 hours will be completed, this will also turn up into green section. This thing, which is like very, very amazing. If you compare this thing with this thing, you will be able to analyze, your growth in last 7 days, and you can see the mindset of the market in last 7 days. If you compare with the 30 days of, you can see only red candles were like ruling the market. The red candles, you see hardly 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles in like 3 weeks from here to here, you can see like three good red, green candles only. And all the good, in 3 weeks, green candle, if you compare with just 1 week of green candle, you can make the judgment yourself, and look at the payout days. One, okay, two, three, four, and this time you have been the most best week so far in terms of ECN, and the best week so far for the project. So I mean, these things you can see, you can check, and you can understand that how the market has responded, how the community has responded, and you can understand the mindset of the community. You can understand the sentiments of the community. Is it clear? You can check these things yourself, and you can see that your day, your last day was with what kind of market sentiment, right? So these things you can check yourself, and you can realize that as a whole community, as a 5 or 6.3 million accounts in the system, as a community, what is the result? And on that you make your opinion. On that you make your people understand. You tell them that this is a result, this is something which is visible, transparent, and it's on blockchain, and it has all the records. Nobody has can tamper, nobody can make false records. It's all real and all authentic. What can be much better than having a real and authentic database to analyze the performance of the system, to analyze the sentiments of the community? So you have all the tools to analyze these things, and these tools are very powerful tools, because after this, people, they don't come up with the cross questions. They understand. So as a community, the cumulative action that we have taken 4 days back, you can see the results, and this result is now taking you to a very big market, very bull market. And $100 ECN, $200 ECN is not an impossible task. The 10% withdrawal will be bigger than your 100% withdrawal if you're just gonna look into the things and just gonna see it. So these are the tools which makes your people understand. If everybody has a small team or big team, you must talk to everyone. You must make it in a way. If you are immortal, you create meeting with titans, almighty, conquerors, relic. You make them explain and let them explain to their downlines, because you are doing it for your own business. You're doing it for your own growth. With this situation, if I say the e-oracle from the 1st of July, all the leaders gonna make millions of the money, who just gonna make their team understand, educate, train, and realize all these things, and can explain about all these things to your team members. You will be a much more successful person in e-oracle, withdrawing millions of the money, making millions from the ECN only. On the other hand, if you are holding the ECN for a long period of time, nobody can stop you becoming a millionaire just from ECN, because it's not something which is going to happen for the first time with any good project in the past, where community sentiments were huge, where community sentiments were bullish, and the project was keeping all the developments, the project was keeping all the promises, the project was keeping all the utilities and use cases delivered on time, going to the PR time by time, being a part of one of the biggest crypto news portals, where so there's nobody can stop you in multiplying your wallet 100 times to 200 times. It's very natural, it's very logical, and it is like 80% of the cases with all the successful projects which have happened in the past. Also, when I was in my Africa Blockchain Summit, I have told you the same. It's not about creating the community, it's about nurturing the community. It's about educating and giving not only education but also giving the skill set to the community. And this is something where we make our money from, not less, a very big amount of money we are making. So we must try to learn these things. In life, you have very less time where you learn while making money. Normally people pay to learn. Here you are getting paid and getting learned, and this is very, very good for your future. So please acknowledge it, please take it as a big future. We are trying to create an horizon for e-oracle and ECN for I believe the big horizon will be created in next 10 years. That's the planning, that's the way we look into the things of creating a big horizon in next 10 years, because the project is big, the community is big, the developments are coming along, and there is no end to development, there is no end to growth, there is no end to being recognized and validated. There is no end to all of this. All the projects which are even 10 years old, if you talk about the Bitcoin, which is 12-year-old, is still in Bitcoin code. There are many changes going on GitHub. You see the Bitcoin white paper of 2008 and see the Bitcoin white paper of 2020. You will see a lot many changes has been made by developers on a regular timely basis, like every month, every 6 months, every year. There are the changes which make this currency more sustainable, and removing all the bugs and everything. So development has, it's not that you have developed once, you don't have to develop it again, all these things. Why we upload the code on GitHub? GitHub is a platform of developers. We upload the code on GitHub for the auditing so that many people can come and check the code. And if they find some bugs, if they find some solution, if they find much better application, they come and they contribute, right? So that's why it is there. And why is staking is important? Please understand this part. Ethereum went from $100. If you see the Ethereum growth, it went from $100 to $4,400 just because of one reason, because of staking. Because Ethereum came with the proof of stake concept. The POS technology for the mining. They have come up with that because before that, Bitcoin was like proof of work, where you need graphic cards, you need machine, you need mining farms, physical mining farms. Where you can mine with the energy. Mine with the energy was the proof of work. And that's why Ethereum becomes so popular, because it said no to proof of work, no to mine with the energy, but it said instead of community, stake Ethereum together and become a validator of transaction and get rewarded on that mining, which is on proof of stake. So just one concept where people are staking their currency in order to become a validator who is validating a transaction, because a transaction has to be verified by its nature. Only once the transaction is verified, it goes from one wallet to other wallet. While the Bitcoin and the currencies which are on the Bitcoin blockchain, they use proof of work, where they need energy for validating the transaction. On the other hand, ERC20 platform, which is Ethereum platform, works on proof of stake. Just a staking project where people were staking to get benefited from the mining of validating a transaction is the second top currency. And if I talk about the number of community, definitely Ethereum is a much larger community than Bitcoin holders. A big community. They have like the biggest community in terms of the number of people in the community. And second number, I believe, is Tron, because millions of holders of Trons are out there in the market. So Ethereum has become big just because of the staking purpose. So staking is very powerful in any program, which is resulting with the very huge returns and resulting with very high growth in terms of your benefits. Imagine the person who have staked ECN when it was $100 in 2017-16 is now it has touched $4,400 just because of the staking and locking price management mechanism, which helped the price going very higher with the very fast. And many people, they come and participate in this staking, and they have getting benefit. Ethereum still offers staking. I believe 12 or 13 Ethereum you can put on staking, and you can become a validator. It's on their website, and you get approximately 7 to 8% of staking reward in terms of Ethereum. Anyone can do it. It's open platform. You don't need to know nothing about it, right? So yes, staking has been a very powerful tool. And if you talk about ECN, it works with the POS technology in terms of mining. So the staking that which we are doing is not that the people whose money is going for staking, is more importantly that their money is multiplying in the staking. And they are getting the money in hand also. It's not that they can only see the money in staking, they can get the money also. month. So that the 10% we are talking about, you can withdraw every month, that has gone to staking, and that 10% has a lot of value. I have explained this also yesterday. Your 10% last week was, let's say, $100, and the price was 0.37 cents, which is supposed to be zero point 0 something this Monday if you would have not made the changes. Today, that 10% is already multiplied multiple times, at least has an assurity that your money is at least equivalent to the money that you want, the withdrawal that you have requested, at least equivalent, not drop. Let's not talk about the profit. However, if you see at the results, they are indicating a profit in your withdrawals today. Look at the, the previous version where your withdrawals were indicating a huge losses. So my personal suggestion is that before you go and you liquidate your ECN in the market, please look into all these things and then do it. Probably you can make more money than keeping the ECN rather than Tron. And people are understanding it as a whole. Market sentiment, we have seen a growth today in price, which is outstanding, and it is 6-7% today. After a month it will be a lot more beyond we can imagine. So we'll see the numbers. If it's even 6-7% today without even accepting the ECN in the system today. If we would have been accepting today itself in the system, you would have seen a big growth today also in the system. But we wanted to check the sentiments of the market on it, right? And we've been growing very fast, and all the money you have is already been multiplied and already had 6-8% growth in just few hours. For this 8%, you have to wait for a long time. Sometimes, if you talk about the traditional business models, they give you 6-8% per annum per year. If you talk about the growth, you have a growth in like few hours. This is why they call it a high risk industry. They call it a volatile industry, but this how this industry is. It's very rewarding. Sometimes it ends up in loss. But if you see any project, any currency which is good, nice with the community, is not in loss. Everybody in thousands and hundred of the thousand% of the profit. So look at the end result and then realize the fact. Moving ahead, I would like to share some of the work that the operation team has completed, and would like to give you a vision regarding the ECN on it. These are some of the top projects in the market which are running on prediction market. In terms of cryptocurrency, I'll talk about, and I'll talk about in terms of decentralized market and centralized market. So one of the top players in decentralized market is Polymarket and Augur. Augur is a blockchain which basically gives you the protocol of running the prediction market on it. Most of the projects which are running on prediction market, they choose Augur blockchain for their smart contract development. That is the reason Augur is like a big player in the market. Polymarket also is a big player in the market, and you can see their comparison here. If you talk about Polymarket and Augur, then you have Cantip, Stocks, FTX, and at the downside from here, S Markets, Predict, all these Bet365 with $1 billion platform. All these things are basically a centralized system. To remove, you can see they have so many crosses in terms of the services, in terms of transparency and all other things. To remove these problems, this decentralized system has taken place, where you can see that they have taken out many problems from the centralized system, and they have got these tick yes box of solving this solution, solving the problems with the centralized system. So it is here like the problems which were with the centralized system and the solutions which blockchain and the blockchain technology and cryptocurrency has brought to the world. And this is very visible. If you talk about, let's say, Bet365 is one of the best centralized prediction market platform where I believe their yearly turnover is approximately $4 to $5 billion in terms of just prediction market. Even they don't comply with a couple of the things. If you just compare, like let me just put it here. Okay, here. All right. So So if you just comply and see, they are like, if you compare with the poly market or any of the decentralized market, if you talk about the Bet 365, which you are thinking about, one of the best player in the market out there, there have been problems, all these crosses regarding the decentralized, no decentralized thing, ease of creating markets, no trading limitations, no accessibility fee structure, no. So when a project on the same platform launched in a market with a blockchain technology, they have solved all the problems. And Polymarket and Augur are one of the top-notch project in the market in terms of their just the prediction market. And if I talk about the financial of all these markets like Polymarket, or if I talk about the financial of Augur over a period of 2 years, of like 1 year or 3 years, you can see like what their what where were they and what they have accomplished by just creating a solution of prediction market from the centralized system to a decentralized system. And you can see the monthly growth rates, you can see their user growth rate, you can see their volume during 2020, and you can see their volume in 2021. If I talk about, let's say, this poly market, the first case, so if you can see their trading volume over last 6 months is like $100 million. They have done minimum numbers of users, they had like this much, and they have like now followers like only 9,000 followers on Telegrams. Now you compare with your project, your number of users, and then you see that where do you stand in terms of the top market projects in the market. You can see their minimum average trade, you can see the maximum average trade, minimum average trade per user per month, maximum average trades per user per month, trade volume in May, the whole month May of trade volume per view. So you can see that if we talk about the trade volume of poly market in just a month of May is approximately $7.2 million. And if you compare your market cap of just like last like 5 days, and you come here and you can see it's like $2.4 million so far today, 2.1 million dollar yesterday, $1.73 million day before yesterday. So altogether you are already more than $7+ million. Just hold on, please. Okay, let me finish. Right, so you can see that with just 5% of supply, not even 5%, is 3% of supply out in the market, you have more holders, you have more transactions, you have more people in your community, and you have crossed more than 7 million of monthly, like in 5 days, you have crossed 7 million of volume. And my friend, this is your biggest strength. Any big exchange, any big index, you qualify if you have more than 1 million of daily trading volume. And let me also tell you, this trading volume is coming from decentralized exchange. It's like 10 times more stronger. Because from the centralized exchange, it's easy because you have market makers who can produce the volume, They create the bots for buying, they create the bots for selling, and buy sell happens automatically, even if a real user is not participating, but you see the volume every day. That's the best part with the centralized exchanges, where you can do the market making. However, decentralized exchanges, which are against the market making, they call AMM, anti-market making platforms, anti-market making platforms. You are doing more than $1 million, $2 million of market trade volume every day on decentralized exchange without market making, without bots, just from the real audience. So it's already a very huge difference, my friend. Let me open my sheet again. Right. Just let me confirm, you're following me so far here, right? In terms of comparison with the top-notch project in the market, I can see now approximately 400 people have raised their hand. Rest of you are not understanding me? Please try to understand even 10% of what I'm saying. If not technically, then at least understand the crisp, the conclusion of what I'm saying, right? These things are very big in terms of, because it's very big. If I go and if I talk to somebody from some exchange or index, And if I show just my figure, that person will like, oh my God, what is this? Because it's very unreal in terms of crypto markets, very aggressive numbers which are showing on the market data. It's not showing on the websites on market data. So let's get back here and let's try to understand these parts. So this is the table that the developer, the backend team has created to understand our comparison with the, as you can see, comparison analysis chart is here where you do the comparison, and then the financial analysis chart with the some of the top market projects like Poly Market and Augur, and you can see, I mean, these informations is not possible for me to share with you, but I'm just taking you through one because these things will be a part of the white paper where you can see all these things on your website. You can see all these things, all this comparison, because otherwise you will not understand this the way it has been created. If you see their profit margins in terms of base market, bull market, and bear market, if we talk about the poly market, they have like the same performances in all the cases. And then you can see their volume. It's like in users or during the 2020 elections. If we talk about the people used poly market in election in predicting about the election, who gonna win the election, who gonna perform the which way. And you can see when the election market was up, they were like 84.72 percentage in terms of their growth with just one election prediction market. If I talk about the poly market. Okay, and if we talk about from May onwards, 2021, in just 2 months, they are like 14%, 15% in terms of their growth. Let's not talk about Plotex because it's again more confusing for you. But yes, we can see here about the ECN that we have been talking about. Let's get back to ECN, and we have a roadmap for ECN for all the months, like month 1, month 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. 24. So like for next 2 years, we have created the forecast for the ECN in terms of trading volume, in terms of the price for the ECN, considering all three cases, your bear case, base case, and bull case in mind. And this is a forecast for 2 years that the team has worked on in terms of your ECN financial forecast. We are only, if you can see, look at the figures. It is created on average monthly user of 400, which is like, I mean, we do thousands, but we created it in a very keeping the least favoring conditions. The least favoring conditions. Average volume, you can see per user per month, we are keeping 2150 at the moment. Trade volume, we are keeping approximately $800,000, which is right now, if I compare, it's more than $2 million of trade volume. And fees and profit, we are talking about. So in just this like, if we just follow this, after 1 year, you can expect I will talk about the price also after this, but you can expect that your trading volume or your users per month, per year, and if you talk about your net profit, I believe after 1 year we will be sitting at a net profit of more than 40 times, which is like from we started from like $400 to $40,000. We're expecting like 40 times of profit in next 1 year. And approximately, if you talk about like 2 years of vision, we are expecting approximately 120 times of the growth in terms of the price of a coin, the market of a coin, so 140x, 120x approximately is like down the line 2 years, we are expecting one ECN price. If we talk about today is like, we are expecting the price to go to approximately $120, more than $100, $110 or $115 per ECN. 2 years down the line, keeping the least favoring conditions. I'm not talking about the current condition, because with the current condition, you can reach this target probably in next 6 months. Or probably less than 6 months, because the way the market sentiments are going on and working, and the way your ECN is performing and the community is reacting to the ECN project, this 120x of growth which we are expecting in 24 months, it can be delivered to us in next 5 or 6 months. And if you talk about the 1 year of growth, that chart which explains is like 44,000 of cap every day, which means that 40x, which means the coin can reach $40 in next 1 year with the least cases that we are talking about. And look, $40 you can reach like in 6 months also, if you're looking at the current sentiments. So all these figures like this is created for the base model of the market. We are keeping the market base. If you talk about the bull case, one single bull run in market, one more big bull run in market. Let's consider one more big bull month in market, and let's see where we are standing after 12 months. We are expecting 50x of growth in 1 year with the bull market of ECN, and we are expecting approximately, my God, this is amazing. It's like 300 times of growth in down the line 2 years with the bull market case. One bull run in the market, and you probably standing at a cost of like one ECN will be around $300 to $350 in terms of 2 years, keeping the least number in mind. And this is something which is forecasted on behalf of number of users, on behalf of number of people participating in the coin, on behalf of the market cap, which is right now. And with the least growth, very minimum growth of like 5 to 10% in market cap and users, and in terms of volume, we are expecting a ECN to reach approximately $300 to $350,000. Sorry, $300 to $350 if you talk about the bull run. And in 1 year, we are expecting approximately 50x from here in next 1 year with one bull run, with one bull market. We also need to talk about the bear case. What happens if the bear market comes? Because this is also a very important part. You cannot talk only about moving your project in one direction. It's a market, it's the highest market. But let me also assure you that with the bear market case also, where we are seeing ECN in 12 months, we are still looking at like 8 to 10x of the profit. See, $10 for us, we may reach this month. I'm not talking about what going on. I'm not talking about the demand is in the market. I'm just talking about the least case. I'm not keeping network marketing here. I'm not keeping how many sales we get, how many people get. This table is created on organic and on growth of organic growth without looking at our community at the moment. This table is not created keeping community in the mind, because if we would have been created this table with community in the mind, you need to understand this table would have thousands of the percentage of the growth, which look very unreal. We tried to create these tables with the realistic models. So even with the bear case run, even with the bear market, we are expecting the price to be 8 to 10 times from today's price in terms of after 1 year. And if you talk about like 2 years down the line, we are expecting approximately 40x, 35 to 40x, 35 to 40 times in the bear market. Can you imagine? Can you see these two figures? If I put this figure, let me bold it also. You can see it in bold color. In the bull market, we are expecting $350 to $400, like 350x to 400x. Of the growth. And in the bear market also, as per the analysis and as per the market and as per the growth, we have kept to the nominal cases, and with the least growth in the token, we are still reaching 40x with the bear market case. So I tried to show you here because it's very hard for me to explain these things to you, because it will take like 1 or 2 hours to make you understand, but I want to give you the conclusion. Your ECN price after 2 years in bear market case supposed to be 40 times. In 1 year, 8 to 10 times in the bear market case, okay? If you talk about the bull market, in 1 year down the line, we are expecting 50x, 45 to 50x of growth in ECN coin, if we talk about it here. And okay, and in the bull market, we are expecting like a one ECN price to reach $350 to $400. So this is the conclusion of bear market and bull market. And let's keep the market is neither going down nor going up. The market is keeping its sentiments same. Still then 2 years down the line, you've been expecting ECN to reach approximately $120, which is 100 per 100 times of the growth. And if you look at the 1 year scenario, which is month number 12, you can still expect approximately 30 to 35 times of growth of your ECN price in next 1 year. So these are the financial forecast which has been made on the ECN on after keeping all these three different cases, after keeping monthly users. You can see average traders, average trading volume, profit, fees, net profit, and it shows your cumulative results for the ECN, which is like, let me repeat. With the bear market, you can see in 1 year 9 to 10x, in 2 year like 40x. With the bull market, my God, it can be like 300 to 400 times in next 2 year and approximately 120 times in next 1 year. With the base case, at least 40 times in next 2 years and approximately 20 to 25 times in 1 year. These are the least condition scenario numbers. You can see this and everything. We have been keeping like 600 users a month who are participating in the ECN with the wallet or transaction or trading. Like we keep like 20 users a day. So in bear market, we kept like 200 users in a month. So we have been very when these things are created, the people who work into these things, the people from actuarial science, senior banking system, from the financial economist, the economists who create all these systems, they keep the lowest positive vibe. They don't keep the lot of good thinking. They keep the worst thinking, worst case scenarios, and then they create it. Now, if you talk about the fee, because you know your system, your application, which your DApp, if you talk about your DApp coming, this is a fee structure for your DApp. Because you know when you make some bets, you publish some bets, you use the application, there are some fees that you pay on the top of the transaction fees. So this is created for the fee structure for your application. In terms of, again, bear, bull, and base model cases in year 1 and year 2, and this is their projections in terms of the fees that the system is going to make, right? If you talk about the valuations, in terms of valuations of ECN, this is the final chart that wanted to be needed to be explained, which is more important. Now, if you can see here is that you have a valuation, you have key metrics for bear, bull, and base markets. You have your volume, which is like right now, if you can see the volume in bear market, we are keeping only $60,000 in 24 hour, and in bull market we are keeping it like $340,000, and right now we are standing at $2 million. So you cannot compare your current market with this chart, because your current market is 5 times, 10 times more. Figures are 5 times more than the figures are showing here in this chart. This is, like I say all the time, it is with the least motivation, with the least details these things has been created. Just hold on. So these things are just to give you a mindset, just to give you the forecast, and you have, I am sharing my screen. You can see that this is like, you may laugh at this also, that oh my God, Karn sir has created it on so low profile. Brother, these are the profits we are talking about on low profile cases. Let's not talk about the average profile and high profile. So if we talk about like this volume, like right now we are doing 2 million, and here we have calculated with just $300,000. You can see the growth with this. If we keep 2 million here, the numbers will automatically change, because you can see every cell has a formula. It's not the numbers that is written here. Every single cell is having a formula. If I click here, it will be a different formula. So these are the Excel sheet with the formula. You put any number here. If we put like 200, like 2 million here, let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 2 million. Let me see. Let's hold on. Control Z, financial M6. M66, financial M66. Let's go to 66 number. 66. M66. Right, so that figure was taken out from here. M66 on financial table, which is basically your trade volume. And here, if you can see, your trade volume is kept as like 1 million. If you keep your trade volume here 2 million, your figures here will be changed. It will be like double the figures. So looking at the base bull and bear market solution, we are expecting these valuation in the year of first financial year, and we are looking at this as a second financial year with the least conditions in the mind. And also you can see the reference table on the ratio of year 1 to year 2 and your trade volume 24 hours. We are expecting our volume to reach after 2 years approximately $355 million in 24 hours. We can reach in 2 years in bull market like $355 million of trading volume every day. And let's talk about the bear market. Still you are expecting 24 hours of trading volume is more than $33 million. $33 million of trading volume is like after 2 years of if you talk about your daily trading volume in the bear market. In bull markets, like $355 million of trading volume a day. So all these, and then we have made a comparison with some of the other metrics player, and like this is how we have evaluated the ratio of growth, and we have evaluated keeping all these things in mind. Anytime we change any figure, we can change any figure with the current situation, and all the figures will be changed. But this is your financial and your in terms of your competitive analysis and financial growth for the if we talk about the ECN. I know you did not understand everything, but what I'm trying to tell you in short, keeping the least growth in ECN, keeping the least number of involvement of people in the ECN, like 400 in a month only, on an average of this, like for 2 years, you are looking at a price of $350 to $400 after 2 years in bull market, approximately $100 to $125 of one ECN in 2 years in the same market, no bull, no bear. And in the bear market, you are still looking at the $40 of ECN price in 2 years, which is like 40 times, approximately 35 times from today's date. While the real figures that we are doing right now is 10 times bigger than the figure we have kept in the table. But we are trying to give you, I showed this to you because this is a part of study and research in the market for the tokenomics and the growth of the token and development that we are doing on it. This is not for the community. This is a very internal chart which we put the number and we realize the evaluation after 3 months or 6 months of 1 year. And this is what we have been building. This is not created in a day. These things, they take 2-3 months time. It's so many numbers, so many formulas, keeping all the market emotions, keeping all types of market. It's the outstanding job done by the professionals, and then they give you this forecast. So while these things were in the development, while these things were running, I just shown you it's a 7-page of Excel sheet with highly statistical and created by some of the masters. While this thing was going on, the ECN was dropping, and it was very hard for us to make any of this in a practical life. But the way we have changed the gear in last 1 week and the way we are performing, you are already 5 times more than this table at the moment. And that's my conclusion here, that you can look into a ECN price of a minimum of $40 in next 2 years and a minimum of $10 in next 1 year if we are talking about the bear case. The worst case scenario, $10 in 1 year and $40 in 2 years. The right now the price is 1.5 something, so you can expect 10 times, 8 times of the growth of the money that you have in the worst case scenario in 1 year, and 40 times, 35 to 40 times in 2 year scenario. On the other hand, let's be positive and let's think about having a bull market. You can expect one ECN to go to $335 to $400 in 2 year, and approximately $100 to $125 in 1 year, which is like 100 times of growth in 1 year from now. And if we talk about the base market without the bull market or the bear market, let's see the Bitcoin stays around $35,000 for 1 year, nothing changes. In that case, you're looking at a price of approximately $125 in 2 year and approximately $52 in 1 year. So in all cases, the least growth is 8 times, 8, number 8, okay, in 1 year. And the maximum growth in 1 year is $125. With these scenarios, these numbers we are talking about, we kept the lowest numbers to create this. And in 2 years, you're looking at minimum of $40 and maximum of $400 of per ECN. So you have to increase your vision, because this is how it is going to perform. This is why I've been keep on telling you from last couple of days, look more than Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or a week or a month. All the investors that you have in your system who have paid you the money and taken the EPTs from you, can you imagine 1 year, 2 year, or 6 months from here, they are already going to multiply their profit many times than e-Oracle is multiplying for them. This market, this coin is going to multiply a lot more than the e-Oracle is doing in 1 year is like 3 times. And we are looking at minimum of $11 in 1 year. So can you imagine? All you have to do is you have to have the same belief and faith that we had when we were very young in the crypto industry market, and in a very start when the price was like peanuts, it was good for nothing. So you have to look into a bigger, brighter future. And these predictions and these forecastings are just created so that we can see anytime the end result. If we just put the numbers that we have today on exchange, the volume, numbers, users, trading, average high, average low, current price, we get a different number at the moment, which is very high. $1,000 of ECN after 2 years is nothing looking at the current scenario. So I believe you have got the conclusion. If not, you got the everything, but I was just trying to take you to a tour of ECN growth. How many people have understood me here with this presentation on the ECN financial forecast, keeping all bull, bear, and base model in the system and keeping the least condition and least scenario. So please think about having the ECN in your wallet for a year or two if you really want it to do miracle for yourself. That is where everybody has become so good, because this is their agenda. This is how they have treated the market. Try to have as many ECN as you have, because, well, these figures, this table was unacceptable without the result of last 5 days. You have seen the results of last 5 days. You have seen an outstanding performance today with the market sentiment on Monday. Now the table looks a lot weaker. Table is looking very weak to me in terms of the current scenario. It's going to explode the market very soon. If we talk about if we compare with the table. So the table is not only looking weak, but it's gonna be look like very, very big. It's not gonna look like $1 billion there if we put the today's number in the market. So keeping the today's position, keeping the sentiments of last 1 week, and following this forecast of the table with the least case scenario, if everybody is having 50,000, 40,000 ECN holding, nobody can stop you to be a millionaire by just having the ECN. And you guys are the premier member of the market, so you guys have this opportunity, because the ECN will be listed on multiple more exchanges. All right, there is no doubt. The moment it will be there, it would have been $15 or $20. So it's your decision when you want to have it, now or then, because nobody can stop it. Yes, the sentiment was stopping it. Some loophole in the system was stopping it. Some undue activities in the system was stopping it. But with the corrections in the system, with the stopping some of the loopholes in the system, we have seen the result in last 1 week. So these financial forecast is like not even 5% of what financial forecast you can get into after this. So this is like the financial forecast I was trying to give to you today regarding the ECN. You should have these numbers. You should start making the marketing material on it so that it can be easier for you to understand it. People are having more than 100,000 ECNs they've been holding. They've been sharing their screenshot in the group. The guy who has shared this screenshot right now, I was just got the notification on my laptop, has more than 100,000 ECN. His 100,000 ECN 5 days back was $37,000 because price was $0.37. Today, his 100,000 ECN is can you imagine? It's $160,000. So from $37,000 to $160,000 in 5 days. That's where people they kept and they never sold because they had this vision with the ECN, and they never even lost their vision with the ECN, even with the bad sentiments of the market couple of days back. They kept their sentiments. So all these changes in the system and the new sentiments of market of ECN in the system is very much rewarding to all these people who have overlooked a small time scenario and they are looking for a bigger time scenario. Your account may be for 1 year, your account may be for 52 weeks, but your ECN in your wallet is for lifetime. You can have as many ECN as you can have in this 1 year by building team, by building business. You are not buying it, you are getting it by building team and by business and by doing business. So you are working and you are getting a reward of ECN in your wallet as long as, let's say, for 1 year of validity. After that, the validity will be increased. That is a different thing. But I'm just telling you that for 1 year or 6 months or 5 months, when you depend upon your account. If even today you open one account and you start working on it, you have 1 year of making ECN from business presentations, from marketing, from training the people. And every ECN is going to give you hundreds of the dollars very soon. So work on it, look into the things this way, and this is how you create a fortune. This is how you create a future. You cannot create a future looking at next month. You have to have planning for a couple of years. We have a system forecast for next 2 years. If it would have not been the crypto market, we would have had the forecast for 5 years. But because of crypto market, the volatility and everything, we kept it for like 2 years. And if I talk about this year of growth of ECN, so I would like to also open 1 or 2 slides of my pitch deck. Or we will do pitch deck tomorrow because that will be more easier, because tomorrow we will talk about the strategy. Tomorrow we will talk about the implementation. Tomorrow we will talk about that these financial forecasts that we have created is on what behalf. What is a base? Okay, we have got some numbers. From where did we get those numbers? Why did we have such, let's say, if we say we have 400 people in 1 month coming into the system, with just 400 people coming into the system per month, we are looking towards a price of $40 for 1 year in terms of price growth and your application growth. Sorry, 400 people a day. In not a month, 400 people a day, only 400 people a day. We are sitting at $40 with the base case. Bull case, we are sitting at $125. And the worst case, we are sitting at $10. How these numbers have come? What are the main reasons behind it? What the basic behind it? Why we are thinking that after 6 months, we will be on multiple markets, we will be having a big PR, we'll have other communities involved in our project also, because ECN is open to everybody. For ECN, you don't have to be a part of eOracle. It's open to everybody. The moment our DApp and Payway and use cases of ECN will be in the market, you will be looking into something very big. Right? So tomorrow we'll talk about the pitch deck. Today, I wanted to give you the congratulations and I wanted to share the excitement with you of the way the community has shown his sentiment regarding on Monday on like you are still $1.61. I still feel bad for the people who sold it today because they would have got more value after a few days or few months. They just need to realize this, and because you already got 80%, 90% of the market mindset clear. These 20% people are left because they either don't know or they have not been trained, because everybody understands one thing very well, that is profit. But yeah, in next 2 3 weeks, most of the people will understand this part very well. Moving ahead, I believe, so that was the first part. The second part was to give you the financial forecast of ACN over a period of 1 year and 2 year, backed by, not by my mouth, but backed by big database, stats, numbers. And tomorrow we will do the, the pitch deck presentation on ECN, on how we come to this financial forecast, what are the base behind this financial forecast. Apart from this, would like to talk to you about Moscow EBS 2021. There are two different qualification criteria, one for new team, which we are opening in different countries, and one for old team. People have started sharing banners on their social media channels and also on their groups. You have like 15 days left. The event is going to take place for sure, without a doubt, and we have been successfully, so far, we have just missed one event. The Seychelles event was missed because of the second wave of Corona was everywhere and nobody could have done it. Otherwise, we have never missed our R&R programs. We have never missed, and we have made them so big and so beautiful that everybody has the memory of their last program. So this time we are all set. The team has already started working on it. Very soon, probably next week, you will have the dates. You will have the venues in next 10 or 15 days. You will have the team will be coordinating you for collecting your passport and all these informations. These things will start taking places after the 20th. Your passport and the information will start being collected, and we will be sharing the venue and dates in next 10 or 12 days. It's already under the consideration and finalization by the event management team. So please look into your criteria. Do not get confused. Talk to your senior. The criteria is very simple for you. 50 outstanding performers from the new team and 50 outstanding performers from the old team will be on the stage, on the platform. We have 156 immortals so far in 9-10 months of this system, and so many relics and almighty and conqueror and legend and titans. Out of all these numbers, only 50 people will be on a stage who gonna outperform their target. So is outperform is like that your target is, let's say, 100 and you have did 250. So you have done 2.5 times of your target. You outperformed your target. So the outperformers will be everybody who is going to achieve the target is going to be a part of this summit. But the outstanding performers who have outperformed their target will be on a stage. So you have a chance to stand in front of everybody and reclaim the stage by reclaiming that you are one of the outperformer in the system, which is going to gives you a lot of value. The Blockchain Academy in Africa is under process. The legal setup is already done. Very soon that will be shared with you. For the 2 countries, we are coming up with the Blockchain Academy first, and the online Blockchain Academy will start like 3 weeks from now. You will have the courses from level 0 to level 12, level 20, trainers in mostly all languages, yeah. And the courses for what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin, what is trading, from like 0 to the top. And this course will make you understand, and it's like free for you. People pay thousands of dollars. If I talk about 3 months of blockchain course, if you go to any good university in Europe or US, even if you do the distance learning, it costs you around $10,000 to $8,000 to $10,000 to understand, because very less trainers are there. So the Blockchain Academy is in progress in a very big way. Some more other updates are coming on the way. Probably we're gonna have a couple of services also involved in the Payway and ECN, which will give you a bigger access to the marketplace. and so many other things. Well, because it has not been executed yet, so I'll talk about it probably in my 4 or 5 days of Zoom meeting. But I can give you a glimpse of what we are performing with the Payway and ECN. So, I mean, as per our some agreement going on with one of the top quality bank of crypto bank. If you talk about, everybody knows Kasha very well. Is the outstanding currency performing from last 3 years, challenging Ripple. In India also they have opened their Unicast bank. The founder and CEO of Kasha, Kumar, is a 8-year-old friend of mine, and before he came to the blockchain industry, he's been very close with me. So we have been talking to Kasha on taking some of their DeFi services with the API. So you can there are so many things, like you can top up your cards. You have, like, in all over the globe, you can have everything, all the countries, Hong Kong, Netherlands, Spain. You have all the vouchers you can buy with the ACN. It doesn't matter which country you are. You can top up your phones. You can do anything. You can do all kind of recharges with the ECN. You can see Gambia, Ghana, India, all kind of your mobile operators, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Berlin, Fiji, Mali, Mexico, Poland, Russia, Thailand, US, Ukraine, Venezuela. So it's like more than 3,000 network carrier who can give you these services. And these services we are planning with the Payway integration, and with the ECN you can use all these services. You can use Amazon, you can do anything, you can buy iPhone, anything from it. By placing it, will come to your doorsteps the global services of marketplace, MasterCard top-ups, and your mobile top-ups, which is going to bring you a huge utility. Because let's say if you have 1 million people in your system who is topping up their phones with cryptocurrency, how about that? It's a big utility coming. It's going to be a proper DeFi system for ECN. If you talk about these services integration, well, the contract and other things are under the consideration, and after having 2 or 3 meetings, I believe we will go through this, and we will integrate with the application of Payway is already coming, and you will have all these services if God is blessing us well, and you can look into a very big DeFi space with these services for the ECN. So, hello, hello, hello. Okay, I have very good news today that I have been telling you. Are you ready? I want everyone to raise your hand because you have done something very outstanding today. In just 5 days, you have done more than 1,000 hands are needed, because this is something which is amazing. I was telling you this, that your coin has to, yesterday I was telling you this, that you have to go to, if you carry on with your $800,000 of or more volume a day, of trading volume a day, if you do, you get into the maximum indexes. And I just received a screenshot from someone who has sent me a screenshot of that now on your Tron Link Pro wallet, you can see the price of ECN in dollars. You can see earlier the dollar price was not coming. Now the dollar price is coming. Let me open my Tron Link Pro wallet and check. I have like 0.02 ECN, but oh, it's there in my wallet also. I have $1. I have dollar. How much is it? 0.15 cents of ECN in my wallet. So congratulations, I was not knowing this, everybody. You have got the dollar rates with your ECN coin on your Tron Link Pro application. Now you can see your wallet in terms of dollars, the value of ECN in terms of dollars. So because of last 5 days of continuous volume of more than $1 million, you have made to the indexes, and it is done already. Now we are moving forward to Poloniex DEX because I believe we have compiled with all the information and this guy has got sending me a message. He has approximately $169,000 of ECN. Can you see this? He has 102,000 ECN, which is a total of $169 of ECN. This guy, it's like $170,000. It's too much. Please, still you have a time to understand that you are making a mistake if you are liquidating an upcoming unicorn. Mistake. And this example is sufficient. My friend, please look into a bigger picture. Don't look into just your thing. Go out, look what's happening, look at the bigger picture, and then please understand it. I don't want any of you to lose money. That's the only motto. So the motto is to keep giving you values and strength and financially growth and future securities. That is the only thing. And we are running towards a very big direction. And as you can see, just 5 days of your efforts in the market, in taking care of the market and making this good sentiments, you have got the dollar value. It's not easy. How many coins have a dollar value? Go check on MetaMask, go check on Tron projects. 10% of the top-notch recognized indexed coin, 20% of the coin, they have it. This is a very big thing which has been accomplished. I'm very proud of you. The credit goes to all of you, my friend. I mean, it's a very remarkable day today. Not only the price sustainability and growth of 5x, but we can see some developing part also along with this. So I really would like to thank you all for this huge response, and you have done it. You got your dollars with just the right sentiment of the market, and it's very big because it's now opens many more doors of other indexes, of other qualifications, of other bigger marketplace, to be in an eye of other community, to be in an eye of other traders, to reach, to go out of the circle of e-oracle and to have a bigger circle of crypto space. So this is a very big news. Everybody look at your TronLink Pro wallet. You got your dollar value of ECN there. It's not that, excuse me, it's not that we have done it, because then we would have not been proud. It is a DApp, a decentralized app, which is now pulling up the information from Poloniex DEX in terms of giving it to you. And if I am not wrong, if we get this sentiment, which sentiment you have at the moment for next 6 months, you will be on top of most of all the indexes with your coin roaring around like a lion and probably in a top of your career in terms of your financial freedom. Have a look into 1 year and 2 year of roadmap and look yourself in terms of top of your financial career in coming next 1 or 2 years. Why 2 years? Because it's not that after 2 years something going to happen. We're going to make certain other predictions, but 2 year predictions and goal of running towards 2 years is sufficient. And with the way you guys have been supporting and working, I mean, it's miraculous. It's amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. I really wish to talk to you tomorrow on the backup of all these things. And I believe today's session was, these sessions which I'm doing right now is just to tell you that it's not a number. It's more than a number, more efforts. Okay, everyone, congratulations for everything. Monday has been turned out to be one of the best Mondays for me in last couple of weeks. And I'm very happy today with finally having the dollar value with the coin is a victory. I'm very happy. So, and the credit goes to the community for bringing the trading volume and for doing all these things, because this is something which I cannot do. I cannot write an email and say that, hey, can you make it? There is no provision. The provision is some qualifications. If you qualify, this provisions comes. So thank you so much, everyone. Same time tomorrow, we'll discuss about these things. I have 3 more Zoom meetings left, and I'll try to deliver your DApp before the end of my Zoom meeting sessions, your decentralized app will be delivered before that. And probably if everything goes well, we're going to have the marketplace and all these APIs in partnership with the Kasha. So thank you so much, everyone. I wish you a wonderful day ahead, evening ahead. Enjoy and celebrate today. Please celebrate with your family, with your friends, with your teammates. You have done something very remarkable today, and it is a community result. That's more important. So, thank you so much, everyone. You take care. I'll see you very soon tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.